Hi everyone. Welcome to Health for Tea. Before we talk about this topic, kindly subscribe to this channel if this is your first time here or you are yet to subscribe. Today we will be talking about how to get over a bad breakup. Make sure you watch this video to the end because I can guarantee this will help you a lot. Heartbreak is a difficult and painful experience that can leave a person feeling lost and alone. However, it is important to remember that healing and moving on is possible. Here is a story about a person named Sarah who went through a bad heartbreak and how she was able to overcome it. Sarah had been in a relationship with her boyfriend Jack for 2 years. They had met in college and fallen deeply in love. They had plans to move in together and start a life together. However, one day Jack told Sarah that he wanted to end the relationship. Sarah was devastated. She couldn't understand why he would want to leave her. She felt like her entire world had come crashing down. For weeks, Sarah couldn't bring herself to get out of bed. She stayed in her apartment, surrounded by the memories of her and Jack together. She cried herself to sleep every night and couldn't eat or sleep properly. She stopped going to work and stopped seeing her friends. She felt like she was in a deep hole and couldn't find a way out. One day, Sarah's best friend Emily came to visit her. Emily could see how much Sarah was struggling and knew she needed to help her friend. Emily suggested that Sarah come and stay with her for a few weeks and get away from her apartment and the memories of Jack. Sarah reluctantly agreed and packed her bags. During her stay with Emily, Sarah slowly began to open up about her feelings and what had happened with Jack. Emily listened patiently and offered words of comfort and support. She also encouraged Sarah to start going out and doing things again. They went for walks, did yoga, and even went out to dinner with some of their mutual friends. Sarah soon realized that she had been holding on to the past and was not allowing herself to move on. She realized that she was still in love with Jack, but that it was time to let him go. She realized that she needed to focus on herself and her own happiness. She knew that she couldn't control what Jack did or how he felt, but she could control how she felt and how she moved forward. With this realization, Sarah started to make changes in her life. She went back to work, started exercising, and began to spend more time with her friends. She also started to take better care of herself by eating healthy and getting enough sleep. Sarah also started to work on her emotional well-being by going to therapy and talking about her feelings. She started to understand why the relationship with Jack had ended and how she could learn from it. She also started to explore new hobbies and interests that she had never had time for before. Over time, Sarah realized that she was healing and moving on. She was no longer consumed by thoughts of Jack, and was able to focus on the present and the future. She was able to build a new life for herself, and was happy and fulfilled. In conclusion, overcoming a bad heartbreak is not easy, but it is possible. It takes time, patience, and a lot of self-care. It is important to remember that healing is a process, and that it is okay to take the time you need. It is also important to talk to someone about your feelings, and to seek professional help if needed. Finally, it is important to focus on yourself and your own happiness. With time and effort, you will be able to move on and build a new life for yourself. Also, other important step in healing from a heartbreak is to talk to someone about your feelings. This can be a friend, family member, or therapist. Talking about your feelings can help you process and understand what has happened. It can also provide a sense of support and validation. It is also important to take the time you need to heal. It is not a race or a competition, and everyone heals at their own pace. It is okay to take it one day at a time, and to allow yourself to feel your emotions. In addition to self-care and talking to someone, it can also be helpful to focus on building a new life for yourself. This can include exploring new hobbies and interests, meeting new people, and developing new friendships. It can also include setting new goals and working towards achieving them. It is also important to remember that a heartbreak does not define you. It is not a reflection of your worth or your value as a person. You are more than your past relationship, and you will move on and find happiness again. It is also important to avoid seeking validation from others, whether it's from friends, family members, or even strangers. It is important to find validation and self-worth within yourself, and to work on building self-esteem. It is also important to not be hard on yourself. You are allowed to grieve, to be sad, and to feel lost. Allow yourself the time and space to process your emotions and to heal. In addition, it is important to recognize that there is no one-size-fits-all solution for overcoming a heartbreak. What works for one person may not work for another. It is important to find what works best for you and to be open to trying new things. Finally, it is important to remember that healing takes time and effort. It is not a quick or easy process, but with time and effort, you will be able to move on and build a new life for yourself. We have come to the end of this video. Remember to subscribe and turn on notification for more videos like this.